These are images that we're beaming to you live from the Ranganathaswamy Temple of the Prime Minister offering his prayers to Lord Vishnu. And of course, the most popular human form of Lord Vishnu was that of Lord Rama. So again, that significance highlighted at the Ranganathaswamy Temple. Interestingly, at the Ram Mandir also, we've been seeing some of the preps underway. As part of that, as part of the architecture of the Ram Temple, you actually have a version of the reclining pose of Lord Vishnu shown in the temple as well. So that tells you how there are pieces, bits and pieces of the Ramayana, of the significance of each of these gods also displayed at the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. So Lord Vishnu in his reclining pose with the Adishesha behind him. Very, very popular image, and you'll see that in the Ranganathaswamy Temple as well when you visit. It's a sight really that grasps you the moment you enter the temple premises, because you have these massive, massive mural of Lord Vishnu as well. So it's a similar replica that you see in the Ram Mandir also that's been created. And that moment that you see on your screens of the Prime Minister with the temple elephant, those pictures also being shared very, very widely right now. The temple elephant blessing Prime Minister Modi, and he's seen there stroking the elephant affectionately, after which he's made his way into the temple as well. And you can see all through, there are pujaris speaking to the Prime Minister, explaining to him the significance of every step of the puja, of the darshan, of the idol. They're draped in gold, as you can see there on your screens. And the Prime Minister at one point also moving in, viewing, in fact, the idol as close as he can. So these are, in fact, images that you see of the Prime Minister offering prayers, dressed in a veshti, in full traditional gear. He's got a garland also around him after the darshan comes to an end. And also, I want you to take a look at how across the temple, you can see, in fact, the Tenkala Namam, which is also on the Ram Lalla idol in the mandir. Let's cut across live to see if there's audio. You're going to be seeing now verses of the Kamba Ramayanam also being played for the Prime Minister. That footage there that we're playing on loop for you. What you're seeing on the right on the wall there is the Tenkala Namam, which is now on the Ram Lalla island. It's beautiful to see really the confluence of Hindu traditions, of Hindu cultures from several parts of the country being shown in small glimpses and small ways at the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. And that's the Prime Minister seated there. Any moment now, you're going to be seeing verses of the Kamba Ramayanam being recited to him. The last time also, in every single circumstance, when these verses are being recited to him, you can see him in deep devotion with his eyes closed, really imbibing in that spirit, really ensuring that the echoes of those verses reverberate within him. And you've seen that also in several circumstances where towards the end he starts chanting along with the Rama verses. In this particular location at the Ranganathaswamy Temple in Trichy, you're going to have the Prime Minister listening to these verses in Tamil. They're going to be playing it for him. And the moment, of course, we get that footage, we're going to play it out for you with a full audio, so you can also get a sense of how these verses really sound in different languages, whether it's in Marathi, in Telugu, in Malayalam, or in Tamil. So every single moment of that darshan, huge, huge significance really to the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, to the Pran Pratishtha that the Prime Minister will be taking part in just day after tomorrow. And Shilpa, we were talking about the significance of every single step, every single puja, every single temple that the Prime Minister visits. You see this footage on your screens. Even on the temple elephant, you have that Tenkala Namam, which is on the Ram Lalla idol. It's a significant, of course, part of, in fact, the Hindu religion in Tamil Nadu. And the Prime Minister right now from Sri Rangam being a part of the recitation of really those verses of the Kamba Ramayanam. He is then going to be making his way to Rameshwaram, where he's going to also, in all likelihood, take a holy dip, because a darshan in Rameshwaram is really incomplete without taking a holy dip in the seas, considered to be blessed, considered to be sacred as well. And these are images that we're showing to you on the left of the Prime Minister offering prayers to the deity of Lord Vishnu. And it's beautiful really to see. For anyone who's visited the Ranganathaswamy Temple, you know the significance of this moment. You know that beautiful sighting that the Prime Minister is being privy to. If you haven't visited, this is a temple that's got so much history etched in it, made centuries ago, intact as it is from then to now. So you can only imagine the kind of power and energy that reverberates within that temple premises. And part of the darshan really in many of these temples is the placing of that crown on your head, touched to your shoulders as well. So it's a part of darshan that everyone really gets when you enter that temple. You get to see the temple elephant, you get to get his blessings, then you make your way inside and you can see the Prime Minister taking his time, enjoying every moment of being in the Sri Rangam temple. And visiting, in fact, all of the shrines. There are 60 plus shrines within the temple. Many believe that the Sri Rangam temple, actually, if you look at it area-wise, is actually the largest temple in India. And within that temple, of course, it's so big you can almost get lost in it. But there are about 60 plus shrines that the Prime Minister will be offering prayers to. And this is the moment where the Prime Minister is seated there for the recitation of verses of the Kamba Ramayanam, which the footage of which we are awaiting. So we'll play that out for you the moment we get it, of the Prime Minister listening to those verses of the Ramayana. And I think there's a very clear message that Prime Minister Modi is sending out. We will also get you several voices to explain the significance of each of these temples that the Prime Minister has chosen to visit, and the significance that connects back to Ayodhya, that connects back to the Ram Mandir. But what you're also seeing is a message that the Prime Minister is sending that, look, Lord Rama belongs to everyone. This isn't a moment just for the Ram Janmabhoomi. This isn't a moment just for Ayodhya Vasis. It's a moment for every single person in the country, because Lord Ram's journey can be traced to every corner of India. And that's being highlighted by the Prime Minister visiting each of these locations. What is the significance of the Ranganathaswamy Temple, you ask? Quite simply, it is that it is the abode of Lord Vishnu, whose human avatar was Lord Rama, and that's what, of course, is his most famous human incarnation.